Hello and welcome to another session of I Do Really. Today I want to talk about the movie Void that I was giving people time to watch. I have watched this movie. I don't know how many times I've watched it. So in other words, I really like the movie. Kind of crazy, but at the same time, I say that I really like the movie. I like the fact that in watching the movie, I can tell that this woman really loves this man. She's really in love with this man because she would not do what she's doing just because she's like, well, I'm gonna get a rich husband. No, she's not gonna do what she's doing just to say I got me a rich husband. No, you can tell that you can just tell she just is so in love with this man. Even after, she loses all four babies. I mean, she still wants to be with this man. She still wants to try to make it work, even though she's having just about nightmares about his past wife. But this movie, I can truly say, I really like the fact that how she really is in love with the man, because I truly believe if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you not only need to just like them, not only you need to love them, you need to be in love with them. Being in love with someone will allow you to go the distance with them. When certain things are happening, you will go the distance with them. If you just marrying someone just because they look good, okay, looks are gonna change. If you're gonna go be with someone just because they have money, they may not share the money with you. You may share their life, but you may not share the money. And you can always think about that, because there are a lot of women out there, they're gold diggers. So it's like, do you want me for me, or do you really want me because you are in love with me? And I just really enjoyed the movie. I be even at work sometimes, I could be down about something because my job actually have my mind all over the place. And because it's all over the place, I'll think about good stuff. Sometimes I think about bad stuff. But when I start thinking about things that makes me come down, then I find myself putting this movie on. I don't care if it's for 30 minutes. I watch the movie and I will just crack up laughing. I like the idea. The movie it had me on a upwards, it had me on an up incline. Then it had me on a downward. It took me for a roller coaster ride. It took me for a roller coaster ride, because you're just looking at the love between these two, even though and she knows that. Because why? Because he tells her, you both have a special special place in my heart. It's just that his wife has the greater part. But it's like she wants him to let him. She wants him. Tina wants Tona to let Maribel go. Just let her go and just be with me. But because of the void, and we understand that's the reason why they did the movie called Void, because he had a void. He had he wanted completion in his life so that he could move on. But it's like, I truly enjoyed the movie. I wish people would just look at it more. I'm not truly a fan. I just heard of a guy because someone pretended to be him, and I was just like, okay, is this person real or was? And I was like, oh, he's actually a real person, but in finding out that he's an actor and you just looking at the different things on his page, it's like, oh, okay, so you're just looking and then when I'm watching this particular movie, it just cracks me up. I mean, I be sitting there looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's just, okay, wow, he got his deceased wife all over the place, talking to her, and I'm like, I was like, oh, okay, and then he proposes to her in the house in front of the pictures of his ex-wife, of his deceased wife, and I'm like, oh, okay. Even though she was happy about getting engaged to him, but she was really a little more excited about the vehicle. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, all right, so okay, it's still a good movie. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. I enjoy it. I watched it. I watched it this morning, and I was just cracking up. And I love Angela. She said, okay, the auntie was her aunt. So even though they said they're friends, but I believe that they're cousins. They're just really good friends. And I mean, it's like, look, and she just did not understand her love, the depthness of the love that she had toward this man. It's like, why do I just pity you? Can't you even see yourself? And I just laughed and laughed. I enjoyed all the characters. I liked Auntie. Auntie was all like, your husband is so handsome and rich, but who is this woman all over the house? And then when she told her who the woman was, she said, say what? Okay, and then she drops the glass, and it's like, oh, I need to get me some air. Oh, I mean, I just love it. And then, when Angela and Tina's in the kitchen, and Angela drops the picture of Maribel on the floor, then Tona comes in. It's like, oh, this psychopath, and you marrying him? It's like, oh my, she just looking, and he picks up the picture, and like, and just the way he's acting, I'm like, man, y'all good, y'all good, y'all are really good. But it's like, wow. And Angela was like, I pity you. I mean, I just don't understand it. I pity you. Here you are, you are possessed with this man. I don't see why you doing what you're doing. And then as the movie just keeps on progressing, like I said, I think about even when they lost the third child, because he went out drinking, and I was almost thinking, okay, so if they're gonna they got the next child now, why did he go out drinking? Because then when he sits on the bed, and Tina turns into Maribel, and he's looking like, I was like, oh, I see. Okay, now he's thinking about his wife, even though he's happy. So then, they're in bed. They get it going on, and then the next day she loses the baby, and then it's like, and then he just leaves. I mean, she don't see him, and all of this, because his mind is so much on his ex-wife. I just love that. I just love how Tina, the lady that played Tina, she really, really played that part. It's like every time he would just come back, it's like, oh my God, what do you want? And then, it's like she got this melting going down on the inside. And it's like, oh God, I love you so much, but just all this craziness. And, and even after she got pregnant, and when she first got, I think about when she first got pregnant. When she first got pregnant, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, and he's all happy and excited about it, and you can tell she's excited about it too. But then he wants to drag her in front of Maribel, and her facial expression is like, But in spite of all of that, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I love you. This is crazy. I love you. This is crazy. I'm in love with you, but this is crazy. But I enjoyed the roller coaster ride. I enjoyed, Angela, the friend. It won't be your first time if you break your promise. And I don't see how you can make love with this man with a picture of his ex-wife all over the place. It's like, okay, so now that I talked about this movie, but let me back up. But I really like the fact that They had the movie going that she never did carry. She never did have that child. Even though she was willing to do it for him, I'm glad that she did not. They did not have it that she had this child. Because I even think about when they when they had the third child, when they had the third pregnancy, or was it the second one? When they had the second, I believe it was the second pregnancy, when they setting up the room for the nursery. You know, she's standing there and he's in there just looking all around. He's happy, this and that. But then she's smiling, trying to be happy. And she's looking like my niece. I like her eyes, her half slanted eyes. I like her eyes. And she just standing there looking at him. He's just doing different things in the room. She's at the door, and he walks by her. No kiss, no hug, no nothing. Just walk out the door. And then a few days later, she loses the baby. It's like, so you can really tell that if they had it that she would actually have that baby, she would be in the background the whole time. You know, even though he's saying, you know, I'm going to give you all of me, this and that and the other. But it's like, no, you're not. Because this child is going to, and especially if it's a daughter, this child is going to forever remind you of your ex-wife, of your late wife. And it's like, so I was glad that they had it go differently. You know, I even think about, even with the movie that I wrote, I didn't have Derek begging Sheila for nothing. It's like, I'm going to stand here. We're going to have a conversation. You either want to be with me. You either want to be with me or you don't. I'm not condemning the movie at all. I personally, you know, bringing the movie, even though, it was a movie, it was a great movie. I enjoyed it a whole lot. I'm just bringing it into my time frame, my life. I wouldn't want a man begging me like that. Don't get on your knees begging. You know, don't be crying to me, telling me you want to be with me. And I'll watch the movie because it helped me to get out of my downness. It helped me to get up. You know, it's like, I miss you. I want to be with you. Give me another chance to do to do right. I would do anything, but not that. I am tired of being in constant competition with another woman, your ex-wife. Oh man, I enjoyed it. But like I said, I wouldn't want, in all actuality, but like I said, I don't know culture differences. I don't know nothing about Nigeria. Maybe I need to visit Africa. I dated an African once, and he was from Nigeria, and I tell you, I didn't like that. I did not like how he did me. You know, I mean, just because I gave him a little bit, and it's like, this is how you got to treat me. But I was like, you know what? So I don't know if that's their culture. I don't know if the women like men begging like that. I don't know if the men be begging like that. I don't know, because I know with if I was to do a movie with a void, this and that and the other, it's either you want to be with me or you don't. I'm not gonna waste. I don't want you wasting your time begging me, because it's like, you know. Well, I tell you what. I dated where was he from? Grenada. I dated this guy from Grenada once, and it was like, when I found out that he was messing around. Okay, so now, you know, I'm asking him different questions, but then he want to tell me that he loves me, and it's like, okay, I don't fall for that, you know. But like I said, I truly letting you know just how much I really enjoyed the movie. I really did. I really enjoyed it. I'll be working, since my mind be everywhere. I'll think about the movie, and I'll just think about every scene, and I'll just be saying something to myself about the movie, you know, about something that they said, you know, for this next procedure, can you, take some time off? I did not lose the child because of my work. He said, I agreed. He said, but I think we just need to take some precautions. Oh man, and after Tina's having all the dreams, all the nightmares, about his love for his ex-wife. I think about, when they're in the bed and then she comes, and he's looking at the both of them, and then he pushes Tina off him, and he's going to Mirabelle. It's like, yep, this is exactly how this is, because she knows you love your wife, you love your deceased wife way more than you love me, and I look, I need you to let her go. And then I like how, when she's at the house and she's looking at Maribel, and it's like, look, Maribel, you're supposed to be dead. You had your time with him. Just leave us alone. Heaven or hell, just go. And then I think about even after she lost the last child, and he just she ain't seen him, this and that and the other. So now, she goes to the house and she's just looking around. She looking at, thinking about all the stuff that I had to deal with, this and that, and it's like, now I'm on a nervous break. I'm breaking down. I done had it. She grabs the pictures and just throws them, this and that and the other, and then she just leaves. She goes back to Angela's house, just broken, because it's like, man, I gave my everything, and I will never be enough for you. I ain't got time to wait for you. I'm tired. I done married you because I'm in love with you. I want to be with you. And then, of course, Angela had to go see him, and they tell us, like, you just, since you've made this your ex-wife a god, But I like how when they had their first conversation, he was like, Angela was talking about his ex-wife, and he said, Angela, you will not disrespect. You will not disrespect my late wife. Oh, but it's okay for you to disrespect my friend. And then after everything's dying down, it's like, don't disrespect her. And I like the fact that after a while, Maribel, she had to come to him in a dream and said, look, it's time for you to go home. But he's dreaming, and he wakes up. Then he goes home. Okay, and now you can tell he's much calmer. After everything has been going on, now he is much calmer. So when he comes home and he sees the picture on the floor, he don't just go crazy like he's a psychopath, like he did when Angela put at his wedding, threw the picture on the floor. So now he's calm. Now he's looking around like. Now he goes to the door, and he notices that, okay, she is gone. Then he gets to knock at the door, and it's Angela, and she tells him, look, she's free from you and all your foolishness, this and that. Since you love your ex-wife that you have made a god, you be with her. So then when he turns around and see Maribel, she had to, it was like she had to come and do something so you can let me go. And so when he turns around and he looks in the room and he sees her, and then she just goes to the room, and that was the room where she was sick at. And she just stood there and then just vanished. And it's like, okay, I need to go in this room now. So he goes in the room and then finds the pictures, not finds the picture, but he, gets a bag, put it in a bar, but he finds the letter. She had a second change of mind in what she wanted from him. You don't have to have a child to keep remembering me. Just keep me in your heart. and everything. So, meet another woman and just love her more than me. And he didn't want to hear that, but he had to let her go. So then when he's in front of the picture, I was jumping up and down, saying, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. So he took it down. He just took him down. And then now he does it, but you don't see it. He comes back to Tina, lets her know, take me back, give me a second, give me another chance to do right. It's like, okay, we don't have no more eggs. Looks like, okay, it's just gonna be you and me. And she just melts all over again. And it's like, oh, but I like how she got him in the end. Because she didn't understand in the beginning why you want to use a condom. I'm clean. We're both clean. Look, why not? Why can't we have the purity of this marriage? But it was because he wanted her to be a surrogate mom. But at the end, I like how she had the condom for him, and he just threw it away, and then she just like, so now they have this, she gets pregnant for him, this that. So like I said, I really, truly enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I think if, I could watch it, I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I watched it so far. I watched it, this morning because I want to do, like I said, I want to do my take on it. But it's like this, as it's good when if you can love someone enough to help them through something. She was there for him, and she really helped him through, because she was let him, when he brought her back to the house after he done took all of Maribel's pictures down and now got all her pictures up. And I was just thinking, okay, what if something happens to her? Now you got to go through this process all over again, But, you just think about sometimes when people marry someone that has a deceased spouse, but that they truly had a good relationship with, they're going to have their stuff somewhere in the house. And it's like, okay, am I going to be in a constant competition with your ex? You enjoyed your time with them. Okay, now enjoy time with me. The Bible says till death do us part. After that person is dead and gone, okay, you're free. So now move on. And I like how Maribel at the end with the letter, letting him know, look, let me go. You had your time with me. Love someone else and love that other person more. Let the other person love them more than what you did me. And I really enjoyed really appreciate how they ended that movie. They ended that movie without her having a child. They had their own and just enjoying life. So, like I tell anybody, if you're watching this video, look at the movie Void with Frederick Leonard. It's a Nigerian movie. Enjoyed it very much. So that's my commentary on the movie today. I got some things I got to take care of, but I did want to go ahead and do my commentary on it because I said that I would. All right, see you later. Bye.